Well, good morning, and hey now, everybody. It's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM and 103 GBF. Here with my tag team partner in podcasting, the innovator of the Yes Movements. Please welcome to the show, Jerry Valeri. Good morning, Jer.
Yes! 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 Yes!
What are we going to talk about today?
Oh, I wonder. Right? It must have happened like WWE does this to us all the time. We wrap up the Monday Night Raw review, and like minutes after we're done, they drop a bomb. Like that would have been huge to mention yesterday.
It's always right after we finish a podcast. It's like, oh, guess what? Roman Reigns got suspended again. Or hey, guess what? Kurt Angle's going to wrestle at the pay-per-view this weekend. Right after we finish an episode.
Hey, look who's cleared to wrestle, and they wasted no time getting Daniel Bryan on television in front of everybody, and that crowd was hot for him.
I got to tell you, I felt things I haven't felt in a long time when he started like doing those kicks in the corner and those running knees. I mean, just everything. It felt so good to see that.
He sure didn't miss a step, did he?
Oh, I mean, we only got exposed to him for just a handful of minutes, but yeah, it was like, this changes everything. This changes everything. This is so big. But
he was so crisp. There didn't seem to be any rust, and I understand.
Correct,
that we only had that little flurry of offense. But I love how he's gone from concussions and 2 years off from the WWE. He's recovered, and his first night back, they're like, guess who's taking the bumps?
Yeah, well, they did everything short of, power bombing him onto those pallets in the back that they did with Shane. And, they didn't put him in that chair gimmick thing in the turnbuckle.
Man, the power bomb, they must have a way to take it where it doesn't kill you. But that power bomb on the ring apron makes me cringe every time. That looks so bad to me.
Well, they know how to fall, Jer.
They know how to fall. That hurts. There's no way that doesn't hurt. Like this morning, it hurts.
Oh,
there's no way to get away from that. So when they're power bombing him, and what a great way to do it. Like, I love how they bookended SmackDown. You had the emotion of Daniel Bryan, and the crowd was in the palm of his hand. Then he comes out at the end. I don't hate him as the GM anymore. I'll tell you that much. And then you do the perfect thing with the biggest heels in your company, and wow, are they over his heels now? I mean, there's going to be no accidental cheers for Owens and Sami after that move.
Yeah, I mean, this was so well done. It's funny, you used the word I was about to use the word bookended, because SmackDown, I thought, was bookended last night. The beginning of the show was great with the genuine emotion from Daniel Bryan. I'm sure a lot of people got the news broken to them at that moment that Daniel was cleared to return. And then the last segment, of course, very memorable, very good. Everything in the middle felt like filler to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was trying to think about it. I was thinking about it in the shower today, how I wanted to mention it.
That's sexy.
Because I don't want to make it sound like I don't find AJ Styles interesting, and I don't find his match with Shinsuke Nakamura compelling. But SmackDown, ever since Jinder Mahal was champion, and go back even further, Randy Orton, the champion on SmackDown is never the biggest story. It just never is. It's never the reason you watch the show. Nobody's watching SmackDown primarily for the SmackDown World Champion. They're just not.
Yeah, but I mean, there's never one reason I'm looking to watch wrestling. It's always, I'm interested in everything happening.
I do think that sometimes the championship should be the primary storyline, however, and it's not by fault of the bookers either. I just think that the way that it's working, they're just outperforming the championship.
And also, another thing worth mentioning is, because I remember when we were, having a legitimate discussion on whether it be here on the show with you and I, or on the post show on Facebook with everybody, about, what the move to SmackDown was going to do to Sami Zayn. I mean, you can't argue. He's tied for first place with the top heel, at least on SmackDown now.
Absolutely. After last night, there's no question.
Well, even go as far back as Royal Rumble. I mean, there's been no bigger heel on SmackDown than the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
There really isn't, because if you look at the World Championship matchup, there's no heel there. And if you look at the U.S. title, that is what I would consider a flat tire on the road to WrestleMania. And the heel, Jinder Mahal, it's just not it's not working. And Randy Orton sucks.
Well, you kind of sum that up. Is Jinder Mahal not working? Yeah, I probably agree with that. Although he wasn't working as the world champion. I feel like he's better suited here in the U.S. champion mix-up.
I think I would rather see him and Rude have a full-on feud than worry about Randy Orton. Like, having Randy Orton in there,
Randy Orton is the flat tire.
He is, and it's inexplicable to me. Because people were like, why do you hate Randy so much now? You used to love him. And I was like, I can't tell you why not. I just watch it. Just watch him, and you'll see. There's nothing there anymore.
It really is a shame, but I feel like I don't know if they could even fix him for me. I don't even know what to do with him. I just, at the sight of him, I get lost. And I still think he's got the best finish in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I love when it comes out of nowhere. I don't know what it is. He's just jumped the shark with me.
And when I hear his music, I just get like, oh, do I have to go to the bathroom? Like, what do I have to do?
His music is, by the way, we were talking about this. I forget if it was last week or yesterday. He's a great example of one of those theme songs that came from that era of the drizzling crap theme songs.
Yeah.
The transitional phase where every entrance needed to have lyrics.
Yeah, like Alter Bridge doing lyrics.
God, I can't stand Orton's theme song.
Oh, I know. I hear voices in my head too, and they tell me you suck anymore.
Ziggler's, how does his go?
I was something.
I don't care. Zack Ryder, I remember. Oh, radio tell. I was like, God, this is so. Why do we need lyrics? Miz I can tolerate, I guess, but he also comes from that time.
Yeah, I mean, he's got one of those theme songs.
Yeah,
but it just works with him.
So, yeah, let me go through some of the filler stuff that happened. Then we can focus more on Bryan. I mean, stop me if you want to talk about anything from this list, because I'm literally just going to run through everything that happened in the middle of the show.
Okay, I may chime in on a couple things. That's it.
Okay, again, AJ helps Nakamura win. I feel like, I guess, I don't know if it's going to be a babyface thing, or if they're going to give us something here. They've got 2 more episodes to make something happen with these two. I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
Vince does not like babyface versus babyface, so we'll see.
At least in the main event, and I don't think this will be the main event.
Not even close.
All right, we've got Baron Corbin and Ty Dillinger. That felt like such filler to me.
Such filler, and there was a moment where I thought Ty Dillinger was going to start getting a push, and then that's not happening.
No. Better luck NXT time.
He's definitely going to win it this year. I think of anybody else. They gave him 10 seconds to prove himself, and it didn't work. 10. And I kind of want him to go away, and here's why. Because I don't want every Royal Rumble while he's on the roster for him to be the 10th entrant. That gets annoying.
Oh, but don't you know that he's the 10th most popular guy on SmackDown? According to their
10.
Their top 10?
Oh, I know. 10.
I mean, I just don't know what the gimmick. If that's really what he's banking on to make his career, where we've got a problem.
If you're gonna have him come out and have a number be his gimmick, then he needs to have a manager, and the manager needs to be the Count from Sesame Street. That's the only way you do it. Ty Dillinger, 10. 10 times he's lost this week.
Hey, if we're doing that laugh, why not make Matt Hardy his manager?
Delete. I read Twitter does like a thing with their moments, and one of their top ones yesterday was for the deletion, and it said wrestling fans find the ultimate deletion strange and wonderful. And I clicked it, and my God, I feel like we're the only ones that didn't like it.
Yeah, I just gotta be honest with everybody. You know, I saw on our post show, Steve agreed with us, didn't like it. Mike said he understands why we didn't like it, but we needed more info from the TNA stuff. Well, I mean, guess what? I feel like 90+% of the audience doesn't know anything that WWE hasn't told them. I'm sticking by it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, there were people that didn't know Daniel Bryan was cleared until they saw it on TV last night. If WWE doesn't tell them, a lot of wrestling fans don't know it.
Yeah, you know, and I consider myself somewhat educated on stuff that happens outside of WWE, and I don't know why I should be excited about the guy who was under the boat. I just don't understand. Yeah, it's like, I mean, the only praise I'll give it is that I watched and I was interested in what was happening on my screen, but as a wrestling fan, I didn't enjoy it.
I couldn't look away. But I've seen a porn with a midget in it, and I'll tell you, I couldn't look away at that either, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
What Jerry's not telling you is that midget was actually Hornswoggle. And Paige.
That's a video that you definitely need to delete. delete.
All right, we'll move forward here. Oh, you know, I had a thought about this one. Again, I mean, for as much time as this match got, big time filler. Charlotte and Natalya, they had a match. The one comment I want to make about it is I'm really now, it's safe to say I'm annoyed by the Money in the Bank gimmick, because how many times have people cashed in and for some reason it doesn't count?
She cashed in. This is the second time she's handed the briefcase to a ref and then loses it, and they don't take it from her.
Okay, I believe
the bell didn't ring.
I don't know if you've researched that or not, but I believe it's happened more than that. And if I'm mistaken, it's because I'm thinking of other people who have done the same thing, and that's really annoying. And it hit me last night. I did not get excited when Carmella's music played because I knew it wasn't going to count. I just knew it. And that's the bad spot to put me in, because
she's in a bad position anyways. Who's she gonna cash that in on? Nobody on SmackDown. They're not gonna give her the championship over Charlotte or Asuka. Not a chance. They're gonna break Asuka's streak with Carmella's dumb briefcase that they probably regret not pulling the trigger on earlier. She needed to get rid of that early. Like when Natalya had the championship, that would have made sense. Now she's going to have to use it on Raw, I think.
There's no one says you have to cash in and win.
You have to cash it in before the next Money in the Bank, don't you?
That's the only rule. Yeah, you get a year. You get till the next Money in the Bank.
So, we're closer to that than you think.
What's that, July?
Is it? I thought it was sooner than that. I thought it was
It might be June, but it's not any sooner than that.
Okay.
So that happens, and go ahead.
Well, I don't like that Asuka is not a member of SmackDown right now. I don't like that she's
totally fine with that.
You are? Because what if she wins the SmackDown Women's Championship and she's on Raw?
No, I think then she'll be on SmackDown.
Okay.
I'm cool with them keeping them separated. I don't mind that at all. It's going to feel more special when they face off at WrestleMania for the title. Sure. And they haven't really had a whole lot of interaction because they're on different shows. No, I'm cool with that. And then, yeah, if Asuka does win SmackDown's title, I would assume she would be on SmackDown at that point. So there's that. By the way, that conversation is getting me excited because we oftentimes forget the best Raw of the year is coming up one day after WrestleMania. Right,
the best Raw, and then we could say the best SmackDown. They're trying to make it. They're trying to make it good.
That's fair too. Let's see what else.
That's a lot of tickets you have to buy. If you go to WrestleMania now, you have to buy tickets for 4 shows in a row.
I mean, you don't have to,
but you want to. You want to go to Takeover. You want to go to Mania. You want to go to the Raw, and you want to do the SmackDown.
You're missing one of the bigger ones that I'd want to go to, even probably more than Takeover. I'd rather go to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, see, I don't know. I would go if I were with you. I'd go to that, but I don't know if I'd seek that out.
That would be what I'd want to yeah, maybe even not more than WrestleMania, but Hall of Fame I think would be really special.
Our luck, it would be this year's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right. Not this year. Which, by the way, we're going to be talking about the Hall of Fame tomorrow. We're going to talk about celebrities that deserve to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, or just celebrities in general. And, maybe not, maybe we'll throw a name out there and that person doesn't belong in, but just the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame moving forward from here, because a lot of people think we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with Kid Rock.
Well, we're not. But by the way, I have
Correct.
a hot take. I have a hot take for you tomorrow. It's a hot take.
Okay.
It's going to make people mad at me.
A hot take. Can you give me a tease or no?
The last time I had a hot take, I told you I hated the ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
Okay. Interesting. I'm excited to hear what you got cooked up for us tomorrow.
All right.
Let's see. One of the Usos took on Luke Harper, which is, by the way, I'm still cool with how they're handling the Bludgeon Brothers and this whole angle.
Other than the Daniel Bryan stuff at the beginning and the end, this was my favorite part of SmackDown.
The highlight was this match, I agree. But besides the start and the end, I agree.
And the Usos their promo, they can't do any wrong with me right now, and I think the crowd is finally behind the Usos as well.
Yeah, they got me over the hump. That was a big obstacle to overcome, but they got me there. Their promo work is very unique and good, and I'm happy with it. And the Bludgeon Brothers are being booked as they should be, and I love how people are still selling from the pay-per-view. Like, this is perfect.
Yes.
And then I think the last thing I've got to mention before the Daniel Bryan stuff again is, I just put it, not really much from Jinder, Rude, and Orton. Oh, and there was one other women's match.
Garbage.
The women's match, the tag match, I forget who even was in it and that it even happened. And I mean, Jinder, Rude, and Orton all said words, but they said nothing. It
was so pointless. That match is going to be, I don't think that match will be good. And I think the crowd will be dead for it at Mania. Although, what do I know? People still cheer for Randy Orton. Stupid fans. They still do the what chant.
They were wanting Daniel Bryan at the top of the show. Not for long, but they were doing it.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Tell him, Jer.
Dallas.
Let him have it.
Be ashamed of yourselves. Well, the what chant is over. Done. Stop it. And I saw something yesterday. Really, I found it disconcerting.
Well,
so
go ahead.
I went to Pro Wrestling Tees, and I was looking at their most popular tees for the week and the month. And do you know what the number 3 most popular shirt was?
I would think they would all be Bruce Pritchard related.
No, a lot of them are Bullet Club related. But
oh yeah, that makes sense.
Number 3 was a Stone Cold Steve Austin what shirt?
Yeah.
Why is that coming back? Please, dear God, I'll stop watching wrestling. I'll stop.
This was the biggest news story in a long, long time. This was Daniel Bryan literally to the point of tears with emotion in the ring, giving the biggest news story this side of 2018. And you guys are whatting him. You're not even listening to what the guy's saying. You're just busy waiting for an opportunity to say what. Like, it is so over. You sound like your friend's dad who started saying YOLO yesterday.
You're still saying what's up?
Right, yeah.
Sorry, Bubba Ray and Devon, but it's over.
What do you think this firing is going to, how is this going to play out?
I think that it's going to back off of the match that Shane made. By being fired, they no longer have a match together at WrestleMania. And I think that it'll be a lot like when Kevin Owens was threatening to sue. And Vince came out and said, you're not getting a lawsuit, you're getting a match. So they're going to maybe book them to fight for their jobs, a vengeance thing. Shane comes out and says, you were right to fire them, but I'm going to hire them back. They're going to have a match with us at WrestleMania. I mean, that's going to be the match. I wonder if it'll be I wonder if they'll put them in a cell. I don't know what they'll do, but they're going to do something extreme with those. It's not going to be a regular tag match, I don't think.
So what I want is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon.
We're not getting that. We saw that last night, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say it's got an outside possibility, but probably not.
I don't know how you get there. I don't know how you get there from last night where they laid waste to Daniel.
Well, I think that here's how you could do it, and you could do it quickly if you wanted to. You have Shane come hire them back, at the same time let Daniel know he's an idiot for firing them in the first place. When we finally have them in the palm of our hands, ready to rip each other's heads off, you go and cancel the match. Daniel takes exception to the way Shane's talking to him, calling him an idiot. And then now the WrestleMania match is back on, plus Daniel and Shane won at it. So there we go. There's one way to do it.
It is one way to do it. I just feel like they're going to let Shane and Daniel get their retribution on Sami and Kevin at WrestleMania.
So you think that they're going to win?
I normally wouldn't bet on Shane McMahon to win. He doesn't win his WrestleMania matches. He just has them. But I would bet on Daniel Bryan winning his first match back at WrestleMania. So I would lock in on that. If I knew he had a match for sure at WrestleMania, I would lock in that Daniel Bryan wins it.
Interesting. Well, also don't forget, I think that the end game for both of these things is the match that I was talking about. So whether it happens at Mania or not, I think they want to get at some point Kevin and Sami, and then they want to get at some point Bryan and McMahon.
Right.
So I don't know how we get there, but I think that something will happen at WrestleMania to make that happen.
Sure.
So I don't have much else to talk about from SmackDown. I think we got the important stuff, and we don't always need to go half an hour, I guess.
We nailed it. And normally we would cover the biggest news story in wrestling and SmackDown. They just happened to be the same thing this time. So it worked out perfectly.
So tomorrow we've got the Celebrity Wing of the Hall of Fame. Feel free to throw some names at us that you'd like to see us discuss. I'll tell you that one of the names that got this conversation started was kind of offered by Mike, and that was Macaulay Culkin, which might initially strike you as a really bad fit for the Celebrity Wing of the Hall of Fame. One of my teases is actually maybe not. I'll tell you more tomorrow.
Oh, baby.
Jerry, I'm looking forward to whatever pipe bomb he's about to drop tomorrow, too.
I just feel like you guys I'm going to just ruin all of my credibility tomorrow, but I have some opinions. I also have a quick question. Is Donald Trump in the Celebrity Hall of Fame yet?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
Oh, he's in it already.
Correct.
Because if there was ever a time to do it, it's when he's president.
Well, no, it was before. He's been in there for a few years now, and I'll actually give you a little bit of a tease, because I was talking about this with my buddy John last week,
and I think he deserves to be in it.
Correct, and I would also say he's actually a kind of a good bar, as far as if you are a better fit than Trump, you should be in, and if you are not as good a fit as Donald Trump, you probably shouldn't be in. I would consider him the bar for the Celebrity Wing of the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
But I'll elaborate on that more tomorrow. I'll play the music and I'll get us out of here. So, man, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Thanks everyone for watching. We want to know what you think about the big news. Daniel Bryan back on SmackDown, back in the ring. His dreams finally achieved. And let us know what celebrities we need to talk about tomorrow during Post to Post. For myself, The Rob, my tag team partner in podcasting, Jerry Valeri. Will we see you tomorrow? Yes. 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 Yes.